Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special re-entering of the world of UEs. This is kind of going to be my announcement screen for the moment. Hi, everybody. My name is the Paladin Bell, and we're going to be playing another episode within the Westmarch campaign of UEs, my homebrew world and campaign setting. I hope everyone is as excited as I am for this game. It's my return back after a long break because of sickness and a few, and complications due to holidays. But yeah, I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. But we're gonna get right into it, and I'm going to introduce our player tonight. Crystal, yeah, so here we go. And hi!
Hello!
I just did the intro and let them know, this is going to be kind of the return. This is the first stream I've done for the Westmarch campaign since, Christmas. So...
Gotcha, yeah.
Been
a bit.
Yeah, it's been a bit. So welcome, and I just want to let chat know that, as always, with these streams, as far as TTRPG streams, I don't pay too much attention to chat, but please absolutely chat in let you tell us how you're enjoying the game or whatever, because I do like going back and reading kind of what chat had to say and their experiences too when I do the VODs. So absolutely feel free, but just know I'm going to probably pay more attention to the player than the chat. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing this evening, and tell us where else other than my lovely D&D table that we can find you on the internet.
Yeah, definitely. So my name is Crystal, or online I go by Crystal ENVT. I'm a VTuber who streams a variety of different games over on both YouTube and on Twitch. So Crystal ENVT for Twitch, at Crystal ENVT on YouTube. Been getting really into Kaizo Mario stuff lately, so a lot of people enjoying that recently.
I've been watching your the videos after the streams.
Yeah. I really enjoy it, and I'm steadily getting better. So looking to eventually take on tougher and tougher things. So looking forward to that.
That sounds like it's gonna be dope.
Yeah. Tonight, I'm going to be playing. This is my first time in the world of UEs. I'm saying that right?
Yes, you are saying it right. You are the first person to pronounce it correctly the first time.
It's my first time in UEs, and I am going to be playing a geokineticist by the name of Jem Rorcc. A little play on rock there.
Yeah.
And the short character description is you take everything related to rock, and yes, that is my character.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm like a mountaineer, help people navigate, obviously the geokinesis stuff, and then part of geokinesis is I have some Orient traits. I have like a rocky body as well. So yeah.
Like a geode person.
Yes, exactly.
Because you are playing the homebrew race of Lunarian Tieflings, so you have the gemstone horns growing out of the stone-like skin. So you are literally a geode person.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. And like my eyes are like gemstones, and basically where my body parts bend at, there's going to be like sort of cracks there, and you can kind of see some gems sticking through and stuff. I just have a pick crew for now, but I'm commissioning some artwork for the character that will better depict how she looks overall.
Fantastic. And our players will get to see kind of your Picru as it is your token. So
Yeah.
but yeah, so you currently, your character has not quite made it to the Dragonlands yet. You are still living within Zima, the highest continent on the in the world of UEs, which is a snowy, glacier-like uh, zone full of magical oddities and weirdos. The creatures that kind of come from Zima a lot of the time are mutated by ancient magical forces, and you help people to navigate through the dangerous areas of the exclusionary zone that is the Zima Highlands.
Yep.
And as one of those instances where you were contracted by a character or a proprietor of exploration is the archaeologist Brennan. I forgot his last name. I had this written down, but it's gone now. Brennan Foltest. He's a noble from the city of Talos. He is a half-elf, which is notable because often half-elves don't get to become nobles in the city of the High Elves. So he is, he's an extraordinaire in exploration. He's gone through, the jungles of the Western Dragonlands. He's explored the Giants' Lands. He's gone through all of the Cardamom Deserts, and now he is trying to take on his first archaeological dig within the White Woad of the continent of Zima.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. Your character would know that the Woad itself is probably one of the more dangerous areas to explore because that's where, people go in and they don't come out. There have been, tales of, Behir living within the Woad. There have been tales of ancient dragons that were corrupted by Malakar's evil influence. There are, eye tyrants, things of that nature that just are beyond explanation that live within the Woad. But really all you've ever seen are goblins. A lot of frost goblins.
A lot of goblins. That's trouble enough anyways.
Yeah, specifically the frost goblin tribes. The Blueskin tribe is a tribe of goblins that wear blue face paint over their left eye, and are led by bugbear chiefs. They often are attributed to raids and things, whereas you have the Red Banner tribe, who are a peaceful sort who like to trade with the surrounding community. So you've kind of learned where to, what signs to look out for, peaceful goblins and the ones who definitely want to just steal your shit and kill you.
Definitely, yeah.
So we're gonna pan in on you and the professor, as he has asked you to call him, on the road into the White Woad. Or you've been kind of traveling for a few days, but you're just kind of coming to a clearing within the forest that you know to have been he's leading you using this old map, and you know this to be blueskin goblin territory. This is definitely a dangerous area to be in, because it's said that this is where essentially the blue scale goblins have defended this area with their lives without really any explanation as to why. And the professor will kind of look over at you and go, one thing that I will note is that the thing we are looking for is a tomb to a great order of knights that served with Gatlock, the god of the sun, in the God's War. If we can potentially get into the tomb, I would like to see if there are any ancient artifacts that we may uncover within.
Of course, yeah. I do just want to point out once again, we're heading straight for the blue skin goblins. They're real bad folk. Like it's very dangerous to go through their area. Are you sure we can't deviate? You know, just like quarter mile this way, off to the right, in order to get around their province here.
He'll like show you the map and show you that the clearing in which you are leading to is exactly where the entrance is. Because unfortunately, no, there's only one true entrance into the tomb. Unless we want to
Highly
dig through
unfortunate.
the mountains.
I mean, I could help with that, and I just kind of like cause a little tiny rock slide off to the like stones on the right hand side.
So as you do this, you see like a rush of snow begin to like pile down onto like trees and shit, causing
Amazing.
a mini avalanche.
Yeah, I just wanted a mini one. I didn't like.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to go for
Yeah.
a big thing.
Yeah, you move a few rocks and then just a giant like if you've ever like moved snow off of a roof and then all of it fell at once.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like
definitely.
that. It's like that.
Okay.
And he's just like, yes, I'm hoping not to get crushed under mounds of snow. That would be dreadfully awful for my outfit. And he'll like dust off this set of like padded armor he's wearing.
Yes, of course, Professor.
But do not worry. And he'll pull out this rapier. He looks kind of like he knows what he's doing with it. And he goes, I can, if need be, defend myself, and that's why I hired you to help with that.
Sure. Yes. Yeah, I'll do my best.
Fantastic. Alrighty. So, and here I'm gonna bring up the battle map here, for the stream, and you are now within the clearing of the woad. Your horse and cart kind of behind you, as the professor will move forward and go, should we hide the horse and cart while we're moving around?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay, where would you like to hide the horse and cart?
To me, what it looks like is there's I don't know if you can see my cursor, but there's sort of like the tree just to our left. There's sort
If you
of like
click and like hold down the right click, it'll ping.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
sort of in this area, it looks like there's some trees sort of in like a circle formation. So kind of like
It's like right over here.
maybe off this way, something like that.
So
yeah, it seems well
this-
enough protected to the clearing.
Yeah, so the trees are part of the map, so I can't put the horse under them.
Right.
But yeah, the horse is under the trees.
Sure, okay.
We'll go ahead and just throw him under the GM layer, and now he's really under the trees.
Fantastic.
And the professor goes, right. As you may know, I am only a half elf. Can you see in the dark, by chance?
You'll have to give me a little bit. I think I can.
I believe the Lunarian tieflings have dark vision, yes.
Yes, dark vision. Yes.
Wonderful, because it's going to be quite dark underneath the tomb itself, and I am hoping that I am not in any danger of walking into traps with my low light vision.
Of course, yeah. I mean, it's tomb, it's underground, so yeah, definitely being able to see in the dark is going to be helpful there.
Fantastic. I have some, and he kind of pulls out a little lantern. I have this as well for my own sake. It doesn't have any oil. I brought some candles to put inside, but it will suffice long enough to make me be able to see.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
because I'm expecting danger. I'm going to just ahead of time like pull out shield and I don't think I'm gonna pull out club at this time. I'll just have hands
Your shield and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
All right. So the professor will kind of nod and go, "Lead the way. I believe we have arrived. I am just not one to move forward without escort.
Of course.
Nobility and all, you see."
Yes, definitely. Um, and I'm gonna go at about like half speed,
Okay.
just
He
for
he can
kind
keep
of
up.
edging forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So as you get about to right there, you can see a campfire in the distance. A very obviously cleared stone area where the goblins have been like shoveling the snow off of it. It's got a fresh snowfall over it, and there are 4 goblins currently in your vision, uh, guarding the tomb itself, the tomb entrance itself. What do
Hmm.
you do?
Um. Uh. Can I? Uh. I'm going to kind of gesture to the professor to keep low here, and then I'm going to uh. It's just these 4 I see immediately, but could I just do a check to see if
Yeah, you
I
can
see signs of any
roll
others in like
roll
surrounding
perception.
area? Sure thing.
Having health insurance is important. So,
The
if
button
you
for
or
that
anyone in your family
is
has Medicaid,
uh, you'll have to forgive me. Roll 20 is not my forte.
No, I totally understand. A lot of people get confused with Roll20, so I'm really getting sick of these ads on my royalty-free videos.
Huzzah!
Fucking, if I get one more
Um,
Opera GX ad in the middle of my fucking stream.
Opera GX, the something browser. I don't know.
Yeah,
Um,
the one
hit
that
points.
put fucking Eric Andre as their mascot, and now he just screams every time there's a ad for it.
Great. Perception is just based upon int, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But you do have a perception skill. It's over on your little
Oh.
on the right side.
Okay. So do I just like click it and it
Yeah,
will?
it will. If
roll
you
for
click
that?
it, it'll just roll for you.
Okay. Perception. There we go. Okay.
19.
Okay, so
All right, that's pretty damn good. So with a 19, you can notice that like there are tracks, but the tracks lead into like the cave. There only seem to be 2 more than what the 4 you see here. And the tracks are slightly larger, so probably they're bugbear leaders
Sure.
went into the entrance of the tomb itself. But
So
they
these
are
the 4 like underlings, and then there's 2 bugbear leaders. Is what
yeah,
we're
yeah,
expecting.
essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Because you know
Um,
the you as a tracker and kind of a guide that where
sorry.
around here. This is not where they live. This is just a site they defend.
Yeah. I wasn't meaning to cast that. I was trying to just expand it to read it.
You're all right. That also allows me to read it.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to find the range on this. Here, it's entangling infusion that I'm wanting to use.
Okay. Tangle.
So basically, it's I have 2. I use 2 burn points, and then I'm able to entangle a foe for 1 minute, which makes it so that basically they can't go anywhere.
Yeah. So I do believe that the range on that is 30 feet.
30
think.
feet. Okay. It's based on the basic geokinesis, probably. Yeah.
Yep. 30 feet. Area 1 10-foot cube. So you can get two spaces.
Sure. So, measuring tool. So I'm about double the distance away
Yeah.
right now.
So you'll have to
Okay.
get up closer. But they haven't spotted you because I've been rolling. I have a DM screen where I roll my separate.
Passive perception.
Yeah, where I roll my perception things.
Yeah.
So it's not quite. It's not quite. That it's not quite. They're not able to see you yet. You kind of blend into the snow with the blues and things.
Sure. Yeah. I am. As a prep step, I'm going to use Flesh of Stone so that I'm ready. I know we're about to fight.
Yep.
And then I'm going to kind of gesture the professor forward and let's see. What is my move speed? Move speed is 30. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can get to there in one action.
He will follow along just behind you, and will give you a 1 second. Let me double check my NPC thingy.
Sure thing.
I gotta open up my Google Doc here. Oh,
For Flesh of Stone, it says I can use burn points. I'm not going to use any at this time.
okay. Let's see. He
The
is
burn would
going
be
to
12.
do Inspire Competence on
Okay.
you, which will give you a +2 to whatever your roll is.
Sounds great. And then I think I could from here get one of the goblins, but
If you roll Stealth and move up 15 feet, you could get those two in the back.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to do that.
Okay.
So
So just roll Stealth, and then I will add the +2 that you have for that roll.
Sure.
And you have Inspire Competence for a minute. Okay, so that's a 22. Sure. That's a natural fucking 20.
Amazing.
Actually, no. It's a 19 + 1. So,
yes.
yeah, it's a 22 with your +2. So, you're good. You can get up there and no one sees you. The professor is going to move just back. And then you said this entangles them? What's the saving throw? Or do they have a save?
Yeah, so whenever a blast with this infusion deals damage to a foe, that foe becomes entangled for 1 minute. So it's a damage roll.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yep, and that's based on the basic geokinesis. So I think I just
Let me look at basic geokinesis.
Where? I guess
Play 15 feet.
I meant to apply. Earth Blast. Sorry, it's Earth Blast.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm getting used
You're
to
okay.
this. So
You're okay.
13 damage. Or 13 for the roll.
Go ahead.
That would be 13 damage. So
yeah, 13 damage. Holy shit. Yeah. So here's the thing about these guys. They're not very strong. They're dead as fuck.
They're dead as fuck. Great.
So that was your surprise round. Roll initiative.
Amazing. Initiative. As I play more, I'll find where all these buttons are. There it is.
I totally
Initiative.
understand.
4. I was so excited about it that I just sort of fell behind, you know.
That's okay.
Yes.
The goblins, because they have a group initiative and a -5 penalty from being surprised, rolled a 3. So
Amazing. Yes.
Foltest with his 14 goes first. Foltest is going to move forward and attempt to stab this goblin with his rapier. Yeah, he's able to hit twice. He brings the goblin, he lays the goblin low and is able to absolutely fucking kill this goblin.
Nice.
And now it is your turn. One thing I will say, something that I always kind of go over with newer players, is that we do have a modified action economy in my version of Pathfinder. You have a 3 action economy. With movement, if you move your full movement, it's a half action. And if you only move part of your movement, it's a free action. So potentially you could attack 3 times or cast 3 spells. Also, cantrips
True, yeah.
are a half action.
Yeah, don't have I have spell-like abilities instead of cantrips and spells. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're just going to go for normal Earth Blast.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll for Earth Blast.
Now, just for my understanding, in Pathfinder 2, we like roll. You know, there's the chance to hit, and then there's actually the damage. So
Yeah, I do believe it's for Earth Blast. You should technically have a hold on, let me look at your geokinesis really quick.
yeah, it is the I have the entire text for Earth Blast there.
Yeah. Physical blast. Okay, yeah. So, I believe standard action, 30 feet, must be aim blast. The type of weapon. Yeah. So, you would have to roll to hit for Earth Blast. It is a 1d20 plus, I believe, charisma. Maybe I'd have to double check.
Oh, there's a I see. There's an attack box that I need to check above it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. 1d20 plus charisma. So
yep.
I would just do 1d20 plus. Oh gosh, I need to.
There is a little box you can check for when you're attacking that adds your charisma to it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Plus. I'm a Constitution spellcaster.
Oh, then yeah, it would be your con then. I was
Gotcha.
I was looking at it and was like, I am very confused. I've not actually worked with geokinesis, but kinesis before, so
Gotcha.
It's cool. It's cool to learn this new class.
Gotcha. Yeah. So it's 19 for the roll and then damage.
9 damage, yeah. And so that's also very dead. The professor kind of looks at you and goes, "Fantastic work! You are definitely worth the 3,000 gold I paid you."
Yes, but I kind of wave him quiet and point towards the big footsteps there, indicating that there's more that we might encounter.
He like, oh, yes. Sorry about that. And he'll like kind of rummage through the goblin he's in front of and take a small wooden shield off of the goblin and go, "This is very sturdy. It's better than just having my rapier."
Definitely. Just do a quick check over this goblin, and then as we approach these two.
Off of all 4 of the goblins, you can get a total of about 50 silver pieces, so about 5 gold. They each have a like makeshift mace that is a stone tied to a stick, and like these like wooden board style shields. And other than that, a few of them have. One of them has like a bag of 10 caltrops. One of them has a bag with like 5 climbing pythons in it. Not really super good equipment, but more stuff you can add to your everyday kit.
Sure, definitely, yeah.
And then he will kind of look.
And then I think it's time to go in.
Alrighty, and so we will swap maps. He will.
He's in on it.
Yeah, he will light up his little lantern, his hooded lantern, so it doesn't illuminate the whole corridor, or the whole area. And as you kind of enter the corridor, you can see a long, broken marble corridor. The rubble in here is kind of pervasive throughout the entirety of the room. This tomb is ancient. The outside entrance kind of looked like it used to be something that was built because there was stone over top of it, but It's so old that it's eroded into what looks like natural stone. In here, you can tell that this was definitely at one point made of marble and well-honed stone, and it was something made for important people.
Mm-hmm. Definitely intended to be here, like
Yeah.
purposefully built. Yeah. Since we don't immediately see any danger, I'm going to start moving up, hoping to see like if there's. Is this the end of the hallway that I can see? Like,
This is a
sort of
door.
Okay.
This is a large stone door. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to here,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use Tremor Sense.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, it's Tremor Sense. So, while I'm taking my move action, it says on any earth or stone surface you touch, you can accept 1 point of burn, which I'm not going to. It says that. Sorry, it says that it doesn't have a missed chance from concealment or total concealment. Okay, so it's supposed to make it so that I can kind of sense where the creatures are, even if I can't see them directly.
Yeah, so you will sense that deep into this room, because this next room is quite large, that there are two bugbears, and they're like going through and rummaging through what something, and even kind of listening for it. You can hear like the ruffling of papers and the tossing of like metal objects onto the stone floor, and them skittering, and one will clank against the door. Obviously they're looting the place.
Sure. Yeah, so with that, I think it's time. I think it's go time. So let's, in case this would have been like some sort of strength check to open it, it seems to be a stone door, so I'll just use geokinesis to move the door and help get it open.
It opens quite easily, as it seems that it is on like a hinge,
Okay.
and it was built to be able to be opened and closed. I will go ahead and kind of illuminate the next room. It is a rather large room, from what you can tell, and I will go ahead and illuminate the whole thing. It's a big fucking room.
Big room. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so inside this room, it kind of appears that this was at one point a place of worship. This is like a small underground, or a large underground cathedral of sorts. The pews in here have been smashed, what looks like recently, as there is like a disturbed layer of dust over these now cracked benches, and the bugbears are at the end of the hall, kind of rummaging through what appears to be an altar, and on either side of that altar are statues of the sun god Gatlock.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think we. I'm just checking my burn points. So burn is the mechanic of being able to like heighten my spells or infuse the earth blast I have. Basically, that's what gave it the entangling infusion. There's other infusions I can do, but
I will say that since you killed those other two goblins, you don't have to burn. Like you didn't use that burn. Like you just massacred them.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a 3+ Constitution modifier. Or is that level based? I'll have to check that later. But I have 3+ Constitution mod, and my Constitution is 1. So I have a total of 4 burn points right now.
Okay.
That I can use. just sort of describing that piece of the mechanic for when I'm talking about burn here.
I appreciate that because it makes it a lot easier for me to understand.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we're going to, I think, yeah, just sort of move up and sort of move from like pew to pew for like see how close we can get without disturbing the bugbears.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. I have already rolled one for the professor, and he passed with flying colors. And remember,
Flying
you have
colors.
that +2. Oh,
Okay.
so 6.
Which isn't
You
great.
are immediately noticed.
Great.
The professor isn't, but the bugbears start heading your way.
Great.
Who dares disturb us? As we, this is ours. One of them will call out. This bugbear here will call out.
It is I, Jem Rorcc, historical researcher, like obviously fumbling with words to.
Yeah.
And I say, it says each target of your infused blast, but
Which one are you looking at?
so it's sort of, I need to read two sections. So it's the Earth Blast as like the base piece, and then I'm looking at pushing infusion. It's basically does like a bull rush with the Earth Blast in order to kind of push them back.
Okay.
Trying to give us more space. Ooh, but I'm not close enough anyways, so.
I mean, you could get close and then activate it. Like, they know you're there, so.
Yeah. So it would be a run forward, and then, I'm missing the part where it says I can target multiple creatures with one Earth Blast. Elements.
I thought it was a 10-foot cube. Is what it saw before.
Well, 10-foot cube I think was the I'll have to double check this, but I think that's part of the entangling infusion.
Okay. Two canoes first.
Nope, never mind.
Range of 30 feet.
Control F, help me. Cube. Apologies on this. I should have.
You are okay. This is the point of a first like beginner session. You're all right. Up to a range of 30 feet. Must have one free hand. Damage from kinetic blast treated as magic for the purposes of bypassing damage reduction. Kinetic blast type of weapon focus. Consider to be wielding or gripping kinetic blast. Page 12.
Or is it a component of the Bull Rush feature? Because I don't know Bull Rush, and I don't have that written down.
No, Bull Rush is a one at a time kind of.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So you can target one of them. I believe that that the multiple targets was for just the different infusion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so.
Oh no, it's part of basic geokinesis. An area, one duration of 1 10-foot cube. Yeah, that's just part of your basic geokinesis. So you can target up to anybody within a 10-foot cube.
Oh no! Sorry, that's the Sith cantrip. So area of 10-foot cube, duration instantaneous. You examine an area at range as if you were searching for fine details with the perception skill.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look deeper into that piece.
Either way,
Yeah,
roll initiative again.
Yeah. Well, yes, initiative.
I will give you one action before initiative, and then roll initiative.
Sure, sure. I'm just going to go ahead and do the push for the one to my left.
Okay.
As sorry, you said one action, so my I moved 20 feet, which is like more than half my movement.
Yeah, but like if it's not your full movement, it's a free action. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. So I will then. Oh, right. You said full movement is half action.
Yeah,
okay.
Full movement is a half action. A dash is a full action. Not your full movement is a free action.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do the Earth Blast then.
Okay.
With the pushing infusion, so I'm at 1 burn then.
Alrighty, and that is a 29. Holy shit! Yeah. Okay. So you deal 10 damage with that. Dealing a good bit of damage to him, pushing him back 5 feet. And does that move you up at all, or does that just move him back?
It's the rock that I'm launching at him that's doing the pushing, so it doesn't move me at all.
Yeah, so he just gets shot backwards 5 feet and is bloodied. Immediately bloodied. Yeah. Okay, now roll initiative.
Yep, initiative. I am liking how this character is.
19! Holy shit, okay. Yeah, you are first.
Huzzah. My confidence has really brought me to the forefront here.
Yeah.
I am going to okay, so I get 3 actions. Holy yeah, I will I'll go ahead and use another Earth Blast with the bowling infusion. This time it'll be on this right hand
okay.
bugbear, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so first bowling infusion description, and then here is Earth Blast.
Alrighty, yeah, that's a 25. That's a
amazing
19. You almost rolled a nat 20. You're very close to rolling a nat 20. Holy shit.
Excellent.
Alright, so he takes 8 points of damage.
Trip combat move.
And and is tripped. So he is on the ground. And we're gonna use this as the prone. Oh nope, that's dead. That's your prone. So that's 1 action for this turn. You have 2 more.
Yep, and that is a 2 burn, so I'm at 3 out of the 4 burn points.
Okay.
For the day. But that's fine because it sort of what I was expecting was just the 4 outside and these 2 big ones here. So, since that one's tripped, it's less scary, I guess, to fight. So we'll just do another Earth Blast against the left-hand one.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, sorry, not the prone.
Yeah, the one that's not prone. Yeah.
Right, the not prone. Yes.
Yeah.
And this is the basic, like, no infusions.
All right, and that is another fucking 12 points of damage on a 21. Would you like to describe how you kill this thing? Like, describe what it looks like when you murder this this bugbear.
Yeah, so I for the flavor, I have magnetism, so I can control metallic objects, and using that as part of my Earth Blast. So I I use my shield, and
Are you
I
Captain
kind of chuck it
Americaing
forward like
this thing?
yes, exactly.
I love
I
it.
throw it forward to hit, and
I love
it
that so much.
it clocks him square in the forehead, and it's just too much.
Yeah, yeah. So you have one more action as your shield comes back from the magnetism.
Yes. Yeah, and then I'm gonna turn and face down at the bugbear, and
I'm just gonna roll a morale roll
geez.
for this bugbear.
oh jeez.
He's a pretty brave fucker. He's not afraid. His morale is high. His morale is high.
Do you really want to challenge us anymore? And I'm going to try and intimidate him a little bit with just how much.
So with a 15,
not the best roll.
With a 15, he doesn't quite beat his morale roll, and he will look up at you and spit at you, and it like lands on your shield. So yeah, that was his response.
I'll just kind of like shake off the shield.
He hocked a big old loogie on your shield.
I'm like, gross. Now is the intimidate like a direct action or
no? I'll let that have been a free action.
Okay. Yeah. And in that case, I'm going to just use. Yeah. We'll go just for another Earth Blast. Just go for it.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 15
Exactly.
will just hit his AC, and then that will finish him off.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna just have like a piece of the roof fall down onto him.
Yeah, the roof and like a mound of snow kind of come down, chilling the room a little bit as he is crushed to death. And the professor will kind of come forward and go, "Goodness. Little more, hopefully no more damage to this place can be done, but glad to see that we cleared out those bugbears. Shall we continue our exploration?"
Certainly, yes. And I'm going to move at a slightly faster pace than him, because I think I would have noticed this, what looks to be a little bit of an opening over here.
Yeah, so there's a farther entrance and a massive stone door.
Oh geez.
Like it looks like this thing probably has a mechanism behind it to open it. I will reveal the hallway behind it as well, to kind of just give you a little bit more wiggle room as far as exploration is concerned.
Sure.
And
can I?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead and do your description about the door.
So the door on it has an inscription. The inscription essentially reads, should you be able to answer this riddle, you can pass through the door. And the riddle reads, "I rise in the morning with golden light, a celestial dancer in the day so bright. At night, a companion in the cosmic swoon, amongst the stars, a cosmic boon. What am I?"
Now, for within this world, is it still like Soul of the Sun, or is there like different terminology used?
So it's still like the sun and like people know that they have gods associated with them, and this is kind of a temple to the sun god.
Gotcha.
But so like you'd still be able to say like the sun, the moon, etc., etc. What are the names of the celestial bodies?
Yeah. So just once over, for the quick synopsis is that it's golden light rises in the morning, and then there's the celestial companion for the night. So it's the sun, is what I believe it to be. Before I answer that, just out of curiosity, can I just use like kind of just lightly touch against the door, not no like force or anything, but just I'm curious about the mechanism within and using tremor sense to kind of feel out what the door
So
does.
the door is magically locked into place, and when the riddle is triggered, the mechanism will pull it into the ceiling.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So for touching it, I would have been up here. I'll take a step back to be more centralized with it, and I read it over once more to myself to be certain, and then I'm gonna say, well, obviously this is the sun.
You see part of the riddle light up in golden light, but the rest of the riddle is the same, is like normal.
So the first half is the sun, and then the moon for the other half.
You see, in the second set of words, begins to lights up a bright silver as the door slides into the ceiling, and you can continue. And the professor will kind of come over and go, "That was absolutely brilliant, fantastic. Now we can explore further into the tomb."
Yes, of course, Professor. Did you find anything with what the bugbears were rummaging through before?
Only that this is the tomb. The Knight's Order's name was the Order of the Broken Dawn, a precursor to the Free Army in the southern continents. He'll kind of tuck in a small scroll into his jacket, having picked up a scroll full of ancient history. Another recounting from the point of view of the knights of the God's War and the entities that pervaded inside.
Sure. Yes. Makes sense. Yeah. I think with that, let's continue forward.
Yeah, he will follow closely behind, but not too closely. And he'll kind of move. He'll be right behind you as you kind of loop the corner. And I will reveal the next area. Don't want to reveal too much.
To me, it's like this is like a magically locked door. There's not likely to be anything else back behind here, you know?
Yeah, likely not.
Anything else living in it.
Yeah, likely not. But remember, this is an ancient tomb, so it could be. There very well could be booby traps, depending on
true.
depending on the paranoia of those who once lived within this area.
Yeah. So in that case, so part of geokinesis is the sift cantrip for being able to you examine an area at range as if you were searching for fine details with a perception skill.
Mm-hmm. We'll go ahead and just reveal the area where the stairs are too, just to kind of give you a.
Sift detects only objects and features, not actual creatures.
Okay.
So that's under basic geokinesis here. Scroll down for.
And you're just kind of gonna have that active as you kind of head through the dungeon.
Yeah, so I can basically sort of like tempo casting it. I can scan like an area 30 feet in front of me, and it's a perception check that I can do with a -5 penalty for basically I can check things further in front of me without directly needing to look directly at it or stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. That's fantastic. Alrighty, you may head on deeper into the dungeon should you wish.
Sure. For sort of like this path, like I can see the stairwell, I think.
Yeah, you can see a stair. You could probably see the stairwell from there. The professor's
So I have.
the professor's lantern is
I
also
hear-
extending your vision by like 20 feet.
Okay.
So.
Sure. Yeah. So I can just barely see that there's that there. So
And up to 30
I guess
feet,
I'll
you
do,
don't
like-
you don't sense anything ahead of you.
Okay. Yep. So 30-ish feet forward.
Okay.
And then I'll do another scan.
I must say that you can just like keep it up. It doesn't. You don't have to keep like using the
Okay.
ability. It just keeps it up. And so far
Okay.
you don't sense anything. But when you get to the stairwell, you can sense at the bottom of the stairs, like at the bottom of this staircase here, there is some kind of mechanism that is built into the stone, essentially.
Okay. I think I'll go ahead and point that out to the professor. Like, hey, there's definitely a trap up ahead at the landing.
He just nods and goes, "Oh, okay, I can." He'll like throw his pack back like over his shoulder and dig out what would appear to be like a set of tools with like hooks and things. I'm quite good at this particular part, and then he will roll disable device
Ooh, nice.
with his +7 to disable device. Natural 20, total 27.
Amazing.
So he like gets down and goes, "Oh, it's just a simple pressure plate. Just give me 2 seconds." And he'll back up 10 feet, and instead of like he'll go, "Come this way." And you see him instead of like using the trap disarm tools, he'll just kind of stick those in his bag, reach in, and then just start pulling out of this tiny little bag a 10-foot pole. And he just presses down on the thing, and a scythe swipes back and forth, and then the trap's disabled. He goes, "It's always good to carry a 10-foot pole with you." And he'll kind of shove it down into the bag and sling the bag back over his shoulder.
Could I have sat a piece of rubble down there and it had similar effects?
Probably, yes.
Okay. Good to know for the future.
And he'll kind of lead you forward. I
Okay.
believe this is the entrance to the tomb itself. And he'll pull out this old brass key. And he goes, "This was given to me by my grandfather. I believe he once was a part of the order." And he will kind of unlock the door. With Sift, you actually are able to, because you kind of, I'm assuming you probably still have it up. You're
Yeah.
able to sense that behind this wall is fake. There's a door behind it.
Ooh.
But when he opens the door this way, you are able to see inside the actual like tomb part of the tomb.
Sure. As he starts to step into there, I'm gonna head over here and kind of like knock against this fake wall.
It opens very easily, as a matter of fact. Like this appears to be, if you knew it was here, it's a very easy way to like get in and out of the dungeon without
nice.
like secretly.
Yeah. So this will be our quick way out, and Professor, look.
He will come
quick
over
way
and
back
go,
to the entrance when we're done.
"That's fantastic. Good job. Remind me to give you a bonus when we leave."
Oh, yes, of course.
And as you enter the tomb, you get this feeling that something or someone is watching you.
Can I do a perception check for, like, since I have this uneasy feeling, just looking around for anybody hiding?
Yeah, more roll religion than perception.
Religion. Okay.
Yeah. This is less of a someone's watching me from within the room and more of a someone's watching me from on high kind of deal.
Yeah. Knowledge religion. Good thing I am not proficient in it.
Right? I have to find the
So-
token.
A good old 10.
Okay. So you come to the assumption that standing in the tomb of the sun god, a tomb to soldiers of the sun god, likely, and having a riddle about the sun and the moon, likely one of the two are watching you. You can't tell which, until very suddenly, in the center of the room, stands a beautiful woman in blue and silver robes, with long silver hair. And she'll just smile and go, "Well, it seems you've passed my little test."
Little test.
And
What
she'll
is it
look
that you mean?
to the professor and nod and go, and he'll like nod back and flip his cloak inside out. He's wearing a silver cloak, but when he flips it, there is a very beautiful like symbol of a moon with a sword through a crescent moon with a sword through it, and it is a beautiful azure color matching her robes. She did do quite admirably, my lady. And he'll kind of offer his hand and go, "My name is actually High Errant Faultist. I am a member of an organization known as the Coursers. We test those who we believe could help to defend the world." And he'll extend a hand
world?
to you. Yes, the world. As in this thing that we live in.
Yes, I know that much, but I've never been outside Zima Highlands. I know nothing of the world. I'm like,
Yes, but one thing that I will tell you is that Zima is one of the two harshest areas in the entirety of UEs. And, honestly, I will tell you that the lady here is never wrong about these things. She is a god, after all.
and just a bit of shock that's like, actually a god in front of me.
Yeah, Tethal will step forward and go, "You aren't the religious sort, are you?"
I mean, my folks were, but I'm not like an avid practitioner.
She will approach and offer a hand and go, "I am Tethala, goddess of the moon, war, and passion. It's good to meet you."
Good to meet you too, and I'll reach a stony hand forward.
She will very tightly like grip your hand, your like forearm and hand in like a warrior's handshake type deal, and smile and go, "I have a job for you. Should you accept it?"
I guess I should hear what a god has to say, anyways. Who am I to turn it down without even hearing?
Well, you always have the option. That is one thing that I pride myself in when I have chosen a helper. I am looking for someone to help me to guide a group of adventurers that I set out on a task many years ago without telling them that I was the one who forwarded the information to the Empress of Eos about the Dragonlands. I need you to guide them west. The western continent of Helios needs to be mapped the way they have mapped out the eastern continent and I need you to guide them westwardly toward the Temple of Utopia. Should you accept this mission, I will assure you a place to live, food to eat, and, if you want it, a membership to the Coursers.
Really now?
Yes, and you'll see her, reach her hand up, and what appears to be, her grabbing stars out of the air, she creates another cloak like the professor's.
I mean, my whole purpose has always been, guiding people through lands that I've known well and helping them find the way. Perhaps it's time for me to find a way as well and assist others in the knowledge I have of mountaineering.
And she'll nod and offer the cloak and go, "You will become my Pathfinder."
Pathfinder.
Boom.
Yeah. And I'll take the cloak at that.
And you are given a Cloak of the Coursers. This gives you DR5 to fire damage.
Ooh, nice. Is that reskinned of something from?
Nope, it's just a homebrew item.
Okay, cool.
I will send you a DM with the stats to it.
Cool. Okay. And I'll get that added. The cost is priceless.
Yeah, it's a relic item, so it's priceless. If you were to sell it, it would be technically worth over 1 million gold pieces.
Because
it's an item literally created from stardust by the god of the moon.
Right. But I feel that would incur some wrath, you know.
No, she would. She's had coursers sell their cloaks to kind of get people off their trail, so it's not super unheard of.
Gotcha.
It weighs nothing. It gives you +1 to AC and DR5 for fire damage.
Sure thing.
Alrighty, and with that, she kind of nods to the professor, who will smile at you and go, "Welcome to the Order, dear."
Thank you. Yes.
And I think that is all we will be doing in the dungeon, because you have completed it. Congratulations, you've completed your first dungeon within UEs.
Yeah. Super fun.
Yeah. So you can now basically what'll happen is your character is chartered on a boat by the coursers, an airship specifically, and you are shipped to the Dragonlands, to a town named Wreckford, small little town on in the mainland of the Dragonlands. As a matter of fact, I will pull up the world map for the stream, since the stream has not seen the world map in a while. The world map has now been quite labeled out as far as like the western continent of Etheria, and now you specifically have been instructed to lead these people westward in a march west. It's kind of like the name of the campaign, the Westmarches. But yeah,
into Helios.
Yeah, into Helios, into the western continent of the Dragonlands.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of the next stage of where you will go, and there you can sign up for quests, or later this week I'm doing an expedition with some players if you want to join that.
Sure.
I will let you know after stream. Yeah.
Yeah. See if I'm available and such, you know?
Yeah, I'll be tagging all of the potential players in the Discord, so you'll be pinged in that too.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, welcome to Wreckford. I will one last little thing. Now that you've arrived within the continent, I will actually put you over bring you over to the town map, because we have one of those too. Very, very nicely made town map with a legend, and then all of the houses that aren't like marked are open, free, and uninhabited. The only thing that costs money when you get into the town is having your house furnished.
Okay.
So, welcome to UE's, welcome to Wreckford, and I believe we're going to raid. I just have to figure out who's online to raid.
Sounds great, yeah. And thank you so much for having me for this.
Thank you
I
for
look forward to
joining.
Future.
Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. I love playing Pathfinder with folks, and this is my first edition session, but yeah, very fun.
Yeah, I really had fun. I hope that you can continue to enjoy first edition, because it is one of my favorite like editions of any TTRPG that I have ever played. We're gonna raid my friend Pinbun. So everybody go say hi to Pin. You folks have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining us. Let Pin know that this is a Paladin raid, and y'all have a wonderful evening. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
And for everyone watching on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And fuck you, Dave.
What?
I will explain the fuck you, Dave, in a moment.